Hi, I'm Nick from Coin and Paper, and I want to add a couple points to an earlier video I did, which is on 401ks or retirement accounts. So I was able to help someone last week who started their own retirement account, which is great. They did it through their job, and it was a 403b, which is similar to 401k, but for government places or like hospitals or schools, sometimes they call it 403b. But there's some good questions that I wanted to share with you all today to just add on to what I talked about as far as the differences between a 401k or 403b and an IRA, and then the two types within those plans, which is a Roth and a traditional account, which are the difference between those two are just the tax benefits. So some questions that was asked is one, I'm not familiar with the investment company my employer chose. It's not my bank. Well, that's pretty normal. So you normally won't see that your own bank or something you're familiar with is the 401k or 403 sponsored company. It's usually something you've never heard of, and that's perfectly okay. So you could do research on that, but generally if your employer has it, you can feel pretty comfortable that it's okay. The other thing, when you do sign up for your employer-sponsored retirement plan, what you'll be asked is how much do you want to contribute. You can always adjust that. It's always recommended if your job provides some type of match that you at least put that match. So if they match 6%, you definitely want to put in 6% of at least your salary. So you always want to just take full advantage of that. Second, when I looked at the offerings for my friend's plan, that part of the plan was you can put in like 2% now or 3% or 5% and then sign up for automatic increases every year. That was a really good plan. So if you see that as an option, I would suggest doing it. So basically if you put 5% this year, maybe every year it'll automatically increase your contribution, I think by 1 or 2%. So if it's 5% that you're putting in of your salary into your plan this year, next year it'll be 6 or 7%, and then after that it'll be another 1 or 2%, and then I think it limits it up to a certain percentage. So look into that. I think is a really good plan if you can have that, and ideally if it's gradual increases like that, you'll feel less of an impact. You'll get used to it, so you won't even know, because what you're paying now is still what you're getting as far as your salary, but your increases, your raises usually go to that extra contribution, so you won't even feel that you're saving more. So that's always a good thing, to incrementally increase how much you're contributing. Another question that was asked was, what happens if I leave my job? What happens with that money? So the good thing with 401ks or 403bs, as you contribute, if anything happens where you go to another job, there's something that's called a rollover. And rollover just simply means you can leave your money in that retirement account through your last job and it'll stay there. Or you can roll that over, so that is, have them close out your account, write you a check, and then take that check, and if you get a new job with a new 401k or 403b plan, you can roll that money over to that new plan. So you'll start off with what you left off at your last job. Or if your new job doesn't have it, or even if it does and you don't want to roll it over to that new plan, you can take that money from your last plan and roll it over to an IRA. So an IRA, again, is where you find your own bank, sign up for your own retirement account, which is individual retirement account, IRA, and then now you can have an IRA plus a 401k or 403b. So basically the good news is if you do leave your job, you can take that money out and put it in another job or put it in an IRA. So what you don't want to do though is take that check and cash it, because that is not the plan. That wasn't the idea for the plan to begin with. So you'll have to pay taxes and actually a penalty if you try to cash that check. Some people do it, but again, you're actually going to lose money because you're going to get a penalty, a tax penalty on that. So the government doesn't want you to do it. The whole reason is theirs, so that it can encourage you to save for retirement. So those are a couple of things that I wanted to add from last week's video. They're very important, and I just wanted to share with all of you. So thank you.